You got me good on the last one.
The pussy
The
one?
cock one? Yeah. You know nothing about black pussy.
Got your ass good. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dun, dun, dun. What is up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Word on the Street podcast.
Hello.
This episode is brought to you today by motherfucking Nothing Personal. Yo, go Nothing Personal, thenothingpersonal.com. Use code Word on the Street. You might get a little discount. You might not. Shout out Blasey for sponsoring this podcast. You can see a bunch of the stuff like that incense burner, the motherfucking stash boxes, and the little sparkaroo right there. Hold your lighter. Shout out Nothing Personal. We fuck with you heavy over here on the Word on the Street side.
Yes, sir.
And speaking of nothing motherfucking personal, yo, if you guys are not subscribed, please subscribe to the podcast.
Please subscribe.
We're 5 subscribers away at the date of filming from 100 subscribers. Once we get to 100 subscribers, we're going to have Blasey on the podcast.
Yep.
So that's going to be cool. You know, worlds collide right there. It's going to be amazing. Please subscribe. 70% of you motherfuckers watching are not subscribed, yo.
70%.
We get to see the stats. Okay, so
We see
go
the
fucking
numbers.
subscribe, yo. It's not that hard. We're 5 subscribers away. Please, if you're a 100 subscriber, send us a motherfucking screenshot, yo, and I'll give you a free item.
We'll give
Okay,
you a case on
if
the
you're my
podcast.
100 subscribers, send a screenshot. You can't be 101. You gotta be 100. I'll give you a free item. I won't tell you what it is. Free item, yo. Fucking
Just a fucking sticker.
free item, yo. Take the risk. Take the risk or lose the
Or
chance.
lose the chance, bro. You never know.
Yes, sir.
So
How
roll
you
the
doing,
dice.
bro?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Yeah, it's fucking Friday.
It's
It's nice to
Friday,
get like the Friday
Friday.
episodes. We've done it for a few weeks now.
It's cool.
Is
I
it?
definitely noticed a difference on the news. I think Sunday is a perfect day because it's the full week, and
Yeah.
the weekend is where there's like chaos.
Hella crazy news.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, we get to do old news, you know? I mean, but also like nobody really like is doing this new shit. Like
Yeah.
if you follow Stay Grounded and if you follow like but to put all these topics together and stuff, there's like very few podcasts in between that are doing all of this stuff, you know, bringing the news and stuff together, like from music to fashion to everything in between, bro.
It's a niche culture, so
Yes.
I mean, we're as niche as it gets, you could say.
We literally are as niche as it gets. But
I like the fit. Calm little
thanks.
fit today.
You know?
Supreme hoodie, box logo, and then the OTX hat.
Yes, it's fake box logo.
No, it's not.
This OTX hat was way too fucking expensive.
Well, you paid $100?
Yeah.
Nice.
It was like $80.
It's not bad though.
And then like $20 tax.
I think the embroidery is cool.
It's cool. I really hate how like it bent it.
It's because it's right on the fucking creases.
I really hate how it bent it a little bit, but it's okay.
It's got a weird shape.
Every time I wear it though, people are like, "Wow, where'd you get that? Like, what hat? What team is that?" I'm like, I really don't even know. Like, is it Texas or something?
Baseball. No, he has the Canada leaf. Unless it's a marijuana leaf.
Oh, is it the Toronto Blue Jays?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
If that's a team.
I think. Well, let us know down below. I really don't know what team this is. I don't watch.
Hey, but the World Series, LA Dodgers just fucking won. Let's go.
How do you feel about that? I had a question.
That was sick.
Why did they? Do you know about baseball?
A little bit.
Okay. Why did they do the games in LA first? Did they like win a coin toss or some shit? Like that ass question.
Yeah, I think it's something like it's like you play home and they play home, you play away, and then like you just alternate.
Yeah.
You know?
But didn't they do like 3 LA games in a row?
I think that's because then that's when they were winning in the lead. So you just play at home because if you win, it's like chaos. But then if you lose the one that's supposed to win, it's also chaos.
What do you mean?
Like imagine.
But they won in New York.
Yeah, and so then they kept it.
That was the 5th game, right?
I think so. Yeah.
In New York.
Yeah.
They won.
I think so.
So
I'm not even 100%.
All I know is that like I got 3 like Dodger players like down. Like if people tell me like you don't even like the Mookie Betts, Freddie, what's his name, Freddie Freeman, and Shohei Ohtani.
There you go, the easiest one.
Yeah, I got 3, but I say it last, so that way it's like you kind of do, you know? Like, yeah, bro, I got 3 fucking. I can wear LA hats. I can't wear fucking Toronto Blue Jays. I don't know any other fucking players.
Hey, you're better than me. I don't know any players except the Japanese guy, and I don't even know his name.
You don't know Freddie Freeman?
No.
That's the guy that did
Is he the pitcher?
No, he's the guy that did the home run in Game 1 with all the bases loaded.
Oh, nice.
And he just steps up to the plate and boom,
then everyone just
hits that shit. Yo, it's crazy how that guy took the thing out of the guy's hand.
Holding the glove.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
He's a savage for that. And they're allowed back the next game.
That's how serious it is.
But why? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
It's just
like,
bad blood. Like, it's East Coast against West Coast. Like, you got to realize the tensions are so high. And then I think...
Is it because the LA player did that to the New York. He was reached over, didn't he, or something, and caught the ball
I
like
think New York did it
in one.
first.
No. In game one, one of the LA players caught like the ball or something, which forced him to go to like another. I don't know. I don't watch baseball, so I don't fucking know.
No, so it was an
But
out, yeah,
yeah,
and then it
so
went to
yeah,
another
so then
one.
they went to, and then that's how Freddie fucking Freeman came up and
One.
boom, motherfucker, he
I think he just did
swung.
it out of spite. Like it's like you're
He's
not
like,
my team, so I'm
yeah,
gonna. New York people are
that's
reckless.
dude,
They're animals.
that's insane,
It's the
bro.
concrete
I would
jungle.
cry if that was that
We
guy.
we have to go to New York.
That's
Like,
crazy,
bro, you
bro.
go out there and you're like, what the fuck?
And they were riding. Do you see the guy that got his fucking hand blown off by the firework?
No.
Yeah, the LA fan.
Yeah,
I'll show you after. Please
that makes
remind me.
so much
He blew his
sense.
hand off by the firework. Like he's like lighting it up, and then he boom,
But that
and then he turns
surprises you.
around, and then like 10 seconds later, you just see it, just like all his fingers are gone, bro. It's only like palm, like dead ass, bro. It's like palm, bro. And then his homie comes and he's like, ah, it's like gushing all over the store and shit, bro.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Fireworks are
They
deadly.
broke into the Nike store and looted that shit.
In LA?
Yeah, one of the Nike stores in
Celebration, bro.
LA, and then they have a parade today.
Yeah.
Actually, on Friday,
Yeah.
they had it today.
Bro, that parade is insane. People get fucked up. It's just crazy. The players are on the
No, the players are in there.
yeah. So the parade
No.
they pass in a on a float. That's what they're called, right?
Mm-hmm.
And all the players are on a float, like drinking, having fun. So they go on like it's like a museum thing. Like they're going out for fucking what's the word? Like for everyone to see, and
Uh-huh.
so everyone just cheers them on and shit. They're just getting fucked up. Everyone in the crowd's getting fucked up.
Damn,
Bars are lit. Everyone's gonna be turned up.
that's fire. That sounds lit.
Riots, yeah.
That sounds riots.
Well, New York is pissed as fuck. You should see, dude. The New York Knicks. People are gonna hate me. They suck ass. That's a basketball team. They're not that bad, but they're horrible. But New York fans go crazy for New York Knicks.
Mhm.
Like they different. New York is
They're the
just like,
orange team, right?
huh?
They have like orange.
Yeah, they're orange and blue. Yeah, yeah. New York just goes crazy. They're
So
like
they got the
diehard.
Jets. They have the Dodgers.
No,
The Knicks.
no, Jets, Yankees.
Oh my bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it didn't.
The
The
Dodgers is
Yankees
LA.
used to be in New York.
No, New York is Yankees. That's the team they just versed. New York
No, I know,
Yankees.
but didn't the Dodgers used to be in like Brooklyn or some shit like
I
that?
don't know.
Was it? Didn't it used to be like the Brooklyn Dodgers?
I don't
I
know
saw this thing. It
history
was
like
like
that.
I was like looking up why were like all the games in LA, and then it was like when did the Brooklyn Dodgers turn into the LA Dodgers or something?
Here, pull that up real
Yeah.
quick so we can clear the facts up.
Yeah, talk more about this though.
But yeah, I mean, yeah. So New York's got
Yeah, right here. Look, when did the Brooklyn Dodgers move to LA? In the 1950s, 1958 to be exact, the Brooklyn Dodgers became the Los Angeles Dodgers as the team made its historic move from the West Coast in 1958. Despite
oh,
the
damn.
name or the change in location, the Dodgers dominated the National League, winning 5 National League pennants: 1952, 1953, 1955, 1956, and 1959, and World Championships in 1955 and 1959.
Nice.
Damn. So yeah, they used to be the Brooklyn Dodgers, bro.
Yeah, that's not
As
that
much as I
crazy
don't know about
though.
soccer, I know a little bit. You know,
It's just the teams will go for sale, and so whatever state is like, we'll buy them.
Hoodlum's gonna buy a team one day. The Houston Hoodlums, bro.
I mean, bro, Wish. I was so surprised when Wish became a sponsor of like the Lakers, and so all the Lakers jerseys have Wish on them.
Bro, imagine fucking
Yeah.
Alibaba jerseys, bro.
That's Wish. It's Wish. Yeah, that's why I was so surprised because Wish was
Or
Alibaba at a
Timu.
point in time. Well, yeah, Timu.
They
And
start
so
falling apart. And you know, people
that
are
is when the
complaining
Lakers did fall
because
apart.
I guess the jerseys are like shit quality now.
Yeah,
Yeah, like even like when you buy them and stuff, like they're like hella see through and hella shit
they're not as
quality.
good as they used to be.
Yeah, bro. They don't make them like they used to. That's
Yeah,
what they say, huh?
they always say that.
They,
One cool thing, I was watching another podcast, and it's a
even fucking Superline raised their price on Shaka shirts. Did you see
they?
that?
No.
They used to be $8, now they're 12.
Yeah, inflation,
Inflammation?
inflammation,
Inflammation, dog. Masturbation.
No, but the thing with the clothes though, it was funny. I was watching a podcast, and to see like comedians realize like how fashion works is like, especially with sports, like the functionality of everything. So I don't know if you remember, but like in 2000s and then like 90s, late 90s, and then it was early 2000s. All the basketball players would wear like baggy ass shorts, baggy jerseys, and then even in like football, they were wearing super baggy ass jerseys and stuff. But now they all wear small shorts, small jerseys, just because one functionality, your knees, if they're covered up, you can't move as fast. And then also like with loose jerseys, it's easier to pull a loose jersey than a tight jersey. So it's just crazy to see like how things change over time. Sorry, I don't know what I
Yeah,
was
bro.
going
I
with
think like
that.
people really do adjust. Like also like WWE type shit. Like back in the day, they used to be able to hit you in the head with steel chairs, and now they're like, no, please don't do that. Like fucking people are getting like concussions, and CT is real. So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, back in the day, I don't think like also didn't they used to let you like smoke cigarettes on like airplanes and
Yeah,
like
they would smoke cigarettes
anywhere?
on the
Yeah,
bus.
like
Yeah,
anywhere. It's like clearly,
we've
Also,
learned.
that's what a lot of people are saying though. Like people that smoke carts, people that all that, they're really the guinea pigs right now because
Yeah,
there's no fucking studies, like there's no studies to see if that's actually like what it is.
we're technically
Like
just guinea pigs.
yeah, literally. Meech
Like
Meech has a
from
bar.
the
Meech has a bar that says like, uh, this my 20 backwood probably have throat cancer or some shit, and that's true. Like when I heard that the first time, I was like, bro, like a lot of people don't realize that, like, you know what I mean? Like they just think like, oh, I don't smoke cigarettes, so like I'm fine. But it's like, bro, backwood is a cigarette. I
yeah,
mean,
it's
it's
just
worse.
as
It's
bad.
like
Yeah,
worse than cigarettes. Fucking, it's a purified like leaf, bro. So like, like that's what a
yeah,
lot of people don't realize. It's like you guys fucking are out here like it's and putting anything into your body that's not fucking like
it's not good for you.
food and water is not good
And
for you.
even some food ain't fucking good for you, bro.
Literally,
McDonald's, a double quarter pounder, just have E. coli right now. So
that's
like people
crazy.
have been getting sick. There's a few
Bro,
people
my
that
coworker's
died.
still eating McDonald's. That's why I don't understand. I'm like, yo, y'all like still going there? Like,
That's that guinea pig mentality though. That's like the rats that die in the science experiments and the rats that survive. Like it's a crazy world we live in to put it like that, but that's really what it is, you know. Like,
bro, it's literally yeah. That's how like I think that's literally like the what do they say like the toughest survivor or whatever. Like I feel like it's literally like the fucking when people what's it called compared to like the jungle. It's like the fucking only the toughest survive and the weakest are gonna fucking
they
die, bro.
die.
It's
Yeah.
like
It's also yeah, sheep mentality. Like people follow everything. So if fucking Kyson that has a McDonald's meal, you're gonna go get that fucking meal. You know.
true. And isn't it kind of a little crazy that once Kai and I gets that meal, it's like,
What's
hey, yo, I don't want to get killed. I don't want to
hold
get,
up?
I'm not suicidal. Let me tell you, me and Guba are not suicidal. Let me just
I
tell
don't know
y'all
about
right
all
now,
that.
we're not,
You could exclude me
we
from
are not
that.
suicidal. We are not gonna kill ourselves.
I don't want to get political, but it's funny you say that. But imagine Donald Trump the other day was like, "Oh, he worked a day at McDonald's." Imagine that, and now they're like, "Oh, the meat's bad at McDonald's." Like it's
Donald
all.
Trump was also on the Joe Rogan podcast. Did you watch
Yeah, I
that one?
watched that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, can you tell us? I didn't watch it.
It was really
Anything you
good.
learned? Anything he
Uh,
said? Oh, China. Did he
well,
say that a
it's
lot of times or no?
no. The thing I like, so Joe Rogan's a cool ass person. So
He's bald.
he's not like the thing about Joe Rogan is when he has people on, he's not like expecting to get things out of them. He comes at a neutral perspective,
Hmm.
and so because he's even trying to get Kamala Harris to go on and stuff.
Hmm.
And sorry, we don't ever speak politics, but and so it's cool because Joe Rogan asked him questions, and he said it already in a few other podcasts with his friends and stuff that he asked him questions that he was curious about. Like he didn't listen to anybody that was like, you should ask him this, you should ask him that. He mostly was like things he wanted to know.
Hmm.
Like one of the questions was like, what is it like getting into presidency? Like one day you're not a president, the next day you're in meetings, and then he also asked him like, you have to appoint 10,000 people to work for you. What's it like appointing 10,000 people to work for you? Like Joe Rogan just got questions he was curious about. He
Hmm.
wasn't trying to make him look good or bad. Like that's the other thing. Like that's why I like his podcast is because he's not a one sided
He's
type
not
of
grilling
person.
you.
Yeah,
You're
he
not
just
gonna sit down and be like, "So why are you such a fucking bitch?"
yeah,
Yeah.
like he just wants like to know who you are. He's just trying to get the person out. And so and he talks about he's like Donald Trump, he knows what he's doing, like he's very businessman and the way that he talks, he knows how to dodge a question without dodging it visibly. He'll like start talking about it and make something, how would I say, like bring a example up in that conversation and then go into that example by talking about a story which completely directs the
Diverts. Uh-huh.
directs it another way, but then he'll come back and kind of answer it, but give you like not a real answer. And so he was like, yeah, it was a lot of that. Like you'd start talking and then he'd get caught in like a story or something, but then he'd bring it back, but it was just not the answer that I was trying to
Two
get.
hours with Trump is crazy.
Yeah, so I guess it was only supposed to be like an
30
hour.
minutes or something. I guess they only give him like 30 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, and
That's
so
what you're
that
getting.
his team was like blowing him up and everything, and so
That's the same thing
because
that they were talking about on the Nug Boys podcast that
Yeah.
they're usually a presidential candidate is only going to give you 30 minutes to an hour.
Well, they're busy all day. He had,
Yeah,
I
but
guess he had a
they said
flight
that
like an hour after that.
literally they said that once Trump sat down, like he told his team, "All right, guys, everybody's phone's on airplane mode," and that was so like they
That
couldn't text him or anything, you
that was
know.
on
So,
Flagrant.
oh,
That
okay,
was
my
on the
bad. I thought it
Flagrant
was on the
podcast.
Nug Boys.
So yeah, with Andrew Schultz in them. So on the Flagrant podcast, he told everyone to put their phones on do not disturb or on airplane mode, even Donald Trump's. And so with Flagrant, I think they got about like 2 to 3
Hmm.
hours.
Yeah,
And
they
so
said that they told his team like we're not stopping until like he
until
tells
he
us to
stops.
stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so literally they went on. I guess their team was freaking out, and one of the directors was sitting with them at first, but then he left. So because then they wouldn't be able to tell him like, oh, you got to stop this now. Like he left to like the other area where they were recording, so he could just watch. And if they were trying to bug him, he could be like, shh, like I'm
Hmm.
recording. So that's cool. But yeah, I don't even know where we're getting at with this.
That's
It's
that thing
just,
like when Malky was like,
oh
like
yeah,
it's like kind of like we were getting right there, like we were
we were loosening
barely,
up.
and then
Yeah,
like fuck, but what can you do? You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like yeah, it was like
Yeah, we were catching speed, and
uh-huh.
then yeah, they're like, "You gotta wrap it up." And I'm like, "Ah, fuck, I was barely loosening up."
Yeah,
Yeah,
literally. Like you could tell he was barely about to open up about like, like fuck
tell us his whole
whatever.
life story.
But like sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do and you can't like,
You get what you can.
I was gonna like fuck, bro. Maybe we can save this some more towards the end of the year, kind of. It's like, what have we learned this year?
Yeah,
But we'll save it. We'll save it.
no, that's a
Something I
good
did
ass
want to talk
question
about is like hidden fees. Like I did talk about like Blasey posted on his private account
about the shipping.
that he fucking spent 11,000 on shipping, just to get stuff here, um, or
But
I don't know if that's just to get stuff
I
here
think
or to
it's the
ship stuff
ship.
out.
I think it was ship.
Either way, like what do you think like these hidden fees that people don't see, whether it be sewing the tags on or like people just think, okay, like I don't know what the fuck people think. I don't know, like because I've been making clothes my whole life that like I look at stuff and I'm like, that's not even worth what they're charging because it's
Yeah,
just like a simple
you
hoodie with
break it down in
with a
your
white
head.
screen print, and that's
Yeah,
like like so that's the way I look at it. But I don't know what people think. I don't know if people are just like they feel it and they're like, that's ass or what, but I don't think people do realize though that there's a lot of hidden fees, even like when it comes to doing stuff like this. Like, bro, we gotta eat after this. We gotta like
yep,
drink water over here. Like, you fucking spend $18 on a train or however much it is to get down here
yeah.
and go back.
It's a lot.
Like, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of hidden fees. I think a lot of people don't realize.
I mean,
And
I can add to that. Are you done?
yeah, go ahead, go
Oh,
ahead.
okay. Well, I mean, I guess hidden fees. You would call it hidden fees to the consumer, right? The consumer doesn't know about these costs, so they are hidden fees. But to us, it's the way I was thinking about it. Those
But also
are
like to the people that are barely trying to start a brand,
oh, then yeah,
you
it
know.
is something new to them. The way I look at it though, those are costs that you cannot avoid unless you have in house, like where you're doing everything yourself. That's a cost you can avoid. You can't avoid. In shipping, you can't avoid shipping unless you start your own shipping company. Like there's no avoiding that. You have to pay for the label. You have to print the label. You have to pay for the shipping and the packaging. Like you have to still. There's no getting out of those costs. So I think you have to look at it as both ways. The consumer doesn't go to a hoodie and you're like, that's a cheap ass screen print. Like the hoodie's not worth 70 fucking bucks. But you, as someone that designs clothing, in your head, you break it down, you do the math. You're like, nah, like I don't want it that bad anymore. Like,
Sometimes I'm like, I'll just make it.
yeah,
Literally, sometimes I'm like, I really want this, but I'm honestly just gonna make it. Like, it's just a hoodie with pink screen print.
it's
I'll just,
easier to make it
I'll just
yourself.
make a hoodie with pink screen print. Fuck it,
Yeah, and so I think as a maker, you have to realize there's things that you can't skip unless you're doing, like I said, either in house, you have your own shipping company, or you're shipping everything yourself, which is
Mhm.
insane. But it's also, excuse me, it's also like there's nothing you can do about those things. And yeah, you have to eat and all, but you have to prepare for those kind of thunderstorms, you know? You have to be like, oh shit, this is gonna I have to have these expenses. So I also have to make sure I have enough to pay these expenses and still have, at least a little bit on top to live.
Yeah.
And also for the consumer is never gonna think about the tag, never gonna think about the print, and that's where we've been saying like, or you sent me that video, and it's honestly a good quote where it's like most people just buy blanks and print their shit on it, and that's what people think it is, or people. There's two types of people. There's two types of people that either they think, oh, that's all they're doing is buying blanks and printing their brand on it, or there's a person that doesn't even know how it gets made, so like, oh, it's a full it's just a clothing piece. Like they just go buy clothes. They don't understand how anything is made, you know. So I think to those two people, the person that thinks, oh, it's only screen printing and a hoodie blank, that's where you sell them. That's where you sell that person 9 out of 10 times is because you have the custom tag. If you have packaging, so you have custom packaging, like 9 out of 10 times, that's where you'll get that person where they're like, it's just a blank and a screen print, but then they see the tag, they see like every detail say that you checked off, and they're like, oh, it's not just that. It's not just a Gildan hoodie. It's not just a fucking Supreme or a fucking Shockaware blank. And so, and then the other person that doesn't even know how shit's made, those are the people that'll buy the support, buy the fucking, just because they see that you have a little brand or some shit. Those are the people that don't even care. They're just like, oh, it's a cool clothing piece, everything. And you'll break it down to them like, it's got a tag, this print here, embroidery here. And then they'll be like, you're just adding more value to them. So that's why like adding value is so important, is because the person that knows kind of, it's, you got to make it as valuable as possible. And then to the person that doesn't know shit, adding more value makes it even, oh, this is only $40. Supreme shirts go for fucking, I don't know, what does Supreme shirts go for?
48.
Oh, never mind. Uh,
48, 52.
I guess I was looking for a brand that
Plus
was
ten
more
dollars plus
expensive.
$10 shipping. Off a lot of cough syrups, 200.
There you go. Like, you understand me? So it's also like they won't buy the $200 shirt, but the shirt for $40 with the tag, with all this custom stuff, it's not a shirt they've ever seen. Then they'll be like, oh yeah, why not? So I think that's the two markets you have to realize. And as the maker and seller, you have to also be like, you have to buy tags. If not, you're gonna have a shitty brand that's tagless. No one's ever gonna know your brand. You have to pay for shipping. If not, all you're gonna do is I'll drop it off to you. What are you, a fucking plug? Like, and then what would be another expense you could say? Buying blanks. Well, if you're not making the blanks 100% in house, and how else are you gonna make any
They're
garments?
plenty expensive in this business, bro. Plenty.
Yeah,
From blanks to tags to
even having a website,
having the website to shipping stuff to buying the shipping supplies to buying the packaging supplies to
getting it shipped to you. Yeah,
getting a shipping like printer, fucking paying for the internet. There are lots of
a
fucking,
computer, an iPad,
literally.
any business expense would be considered that expense. But it's also like, are you
But
gonna let that
that,
stop
but
you?
that's what I'm also saying for like the people that don't like. They say they don't support their homie's brand because they're like, oh, that's just a 30, or like he's charging $30 for a tee or whatever. Like, you guys have to understand how much money this actually costs your homie to make for you. You
Every
know, like,
cent.
and I'm not over here like I feel like a lot of people take it like when we say stuff like this, like, oh, they're not buying their brand, that's why they're bitching. I'm not fucking
No, I don't
bitching.
give a fuck.
I don't give one fuck. Don't buy my shit. I don't
Yeah,
care. You
please
know.
don't.
But all I'm trying to say is that like for the people that do like, like why is he charging that much? Like, bro, so much goes behind this, bro. Like, it's not like your homie. It's not like someone just fucking gave your homie like was like, hey, do you want me to give you 50 belts and see if you could sell them? Like, that
Yeah,
doesn't work like
it's not a
that, bro.
front. Yeah,
You know, like it's you really. There's so much shit that goes behind there. Not only that, the idea, bro. Like you're talking about money, but everything else from the idea of finding a manufacturer to actually getting like your idea to this manufacturer and this manufacturer actually making what you want, how you want it, the size you want it, all that shit. Like there's so much like hidden steps, man. Fuck the
yeah.
fees, bro. There's so many hidden steps behind this shit, bro, that like I feel like a lot of people don't realize, Like,
Yeah,
and I
because
feel,
even paying like say if you're not making your own designs, the person that's making your designs is charging you from $150 to $280
bro, the
type shit.
cheapest design I've ever had made, and that's why I don't do it. It's $100. Like that's like the cheapest one,
And I've charged for a few designs, and even I know I'm underselling myself because to a few homies that I've made their designs, I'm like, just $50, like don't, or I'm like, don't worry about it, like it's not, like I get to practice, so it's cool. But it's also like, yeah, bro, drawing a design can take from anywhere from an hour to like 4.
And I feel like for the people that are like illustrators like that,
Yeah,
just know your worth, bro, because like your designs are worth money. You know what I mean? It's
yeah,
not like your designs are just bullshit, okay? Like your designs are worth money, and it's money that this brand is gonna be able to make residual income for
yeah,
this brand, right? They're gonna be able to keep remaking this money if they print the design. I promise you, the designer that made the fucking hoodlum logo that I put on pillows and everything, I promise you, bro, he did not think about that when he gave me that design for free.
yeah,
You know what I mean? He did not think like this is the homie's whole brand.
yeah,
Like this literally one fucking design is my whole fucking brand.
yeah.
And that's what you guys got to think about is like,
Like the
especially you too, when you're giving someone a design, like, bro, what, like, you just gave someone, you know what I mean? Literally their whole brand if they play their cards right.
Yeah.
So I feel like when you're a designer and you're doing that, like don't fucking leave. That's why when I go to a designer, I'm like, how much for design? And they're like 200. I
You
never
don't question it.
negotiate.
Yeah.
I'm just like, it's 200. All right, that's your price,
That
bro.
makes
Because
sense.
you know how much they're, you know what I mean? Like I'll negotiate anywhere else, bro. But if I'm going to someone, let's say a video or a photographer, anything, and they're like 100, 200, I don't negotiate. All right, here's your money, bro. Cause like, bro, like what? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, and
unless like you can negotiate, like say you're paying for a week's worth of work or something, and you're like, can we like we don't work it down a little because it's a lot of money or something? But that's for fucking one design, and they're like $100. Just pay them, bro. Cause like at the end of the day, like I said, if you play your cards right, you don't have to use that design once. You can use it on
as many
multiple
times.
items, multiple different things, and you know what I mean. Then you'll fucking yeah. Also, like yeah, just don't be like if they're giving you something, at least give them like if you make a hoodie with that design, at least give them the hoodie. Like do something, bro. At least let them know like, hey, whatever product I make, like I'll give you a couple of them or five or
Yeah.
something. Like make sure that you make this designer's like job worth it, because then they're gonna be wanting to work with you later too.
Oh, yeah.
Who's to tell you later they're not like, oh, you know what? I'll give you a design since last time you gave me 5 items. You know, like it's. I'm not saying you should expect that, but who's to say that wouldn't happen?
Scratch someone's back, they might scratch yours. Yeah.
Type shit. Like it's I don't know. I always say like a lot of the things in this world, people are like, should I do this? Should I do that? I'm like, think about the karma, bro. A lot of the times it's like, what's the karma you're gonna get from that? Because that shit is real, bro. Like
Yeah.
a lot of times people move sneaky and shit, but they don't realize like, bro, there's real repercussions to like all my actions.
Yeah, you end up paying for it even later, and you might not even realize it, but one decision led you down that down spiral. Like, yeah. And even that's what I was
Or one good decision led you to the up
up.
spiral. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's either or, bro.
Yeah,
Like
you roll your dice. It's a teeter totter. Like one my way this way, or one my way that way.
yeah.
And yeah, with designs too, yeah, respect the designer. I'm very nice, and a lot of designers are nice too. That once you've paid, if you tell them to make a change on it, they're gonna make the change. But I don't think people realize that a 4 hour design and the change that you think might be little might take another 30 to an hour. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's so it is there is a difficulty in really charging for that work, because to someone like $200 or $100 might be a little out of pocket, like you're just drawing something. But yeah, like you said, the time, the effort, and clearly you went through that person's catalog, their Instagram, wherever they have their art on, and you're like, this is valuable enough for me, that you should be expecting, what you want, but also pay for what you want. It's not just like, I want it now, give it to me now. Like,
I think it's also like when like Guba said, like all these changes are like extra time and stuff. Like maybe you don't even have that because you need your design like this.
yeah,
So when you're going to the designer, be like a
specific
hundred
as
percent
possible.
specific.
Yeah.
Like if you're even gonna like steal an idea from a brand or maybe colors or whatever, give them those ideas. Like give them like this is what I want it to look like, or this is the idea I
The
kind of had.
inspirations,
Yeah,
yeah.
because like that's gonna help them a lot more than just you kind of being like, I want a globe and it says hoodlum on it, and then there's like a fucking devil jacking off in the back. Like, it's like it doesn't like fucking that's not gonna correlate. But if I gave you like I want it to look like this, but this is what I want, they're like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, if
That's
you give them, it's always easier to look at something than
and
to
recreate it.
imagine, yeah, and
Yeah,
recreate it than just completely imagine out of blank. So yeah, if you come with ideas and inspirations, have a few different pictures, have a few different, like, oh, this font, and then this image and this style of image, like this is what I want, and then yeah, incorporate it, be like, but this is kind of what I want in this style, but this, and so yeah, that's always the best way to do it. Yeah, don't, like, that's the other thing with a lot of illustrators. I've realized most illustrators aren't real artists either. They want you to give them the inspiration so they can kind of,
make it
yeah,
like
coin off of
uh-huh.
that. Yeah. So I mean,
I
yeah,
feel like they're good drawers and stuff, but they're not gonna create a logo for you, gang. Like
completely
like
out of
yeah,
nowhere.
that's
Yeah.
what like I used to like make logos for people when I first started, like just to practice, like you said. But that's what I hated. There was like a person that was like, "Oh, make me this logo for these shorts," and I'm like, "Okay, what do you want it to look like?" And they're like, "I don't know, just make a cool logo." And I'm like, "Okay." So then I'll make a logo that I thought was cool, and they're like, no, I don't really like that. Like, you should do something else. And I'm like, okay, motherfucker, well then tell me. Like,
Yeah, like
I
what do you
can't,
want?
I can't make something like that you don't like. Like, and I'm just wasting time. I just wasted an hour, 2 hours to make something I thought was hard,
Yeah,
and you just don't even like it, you know? So it's like, what the fuck? So that's why I stopped making logos for people, because I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna waste my time. I'd rather just and my ideas. I'd
yeah.
rather just fucking keep them all to myself and be fucking greedy at that
And
point,
it's
you
better
know?
to
Like,
invest in yourself.
yeah, bro, like fuck, like, and then there was like time, like same motherfucker. I was like, yo, bro, like you should make socks. It really makes sense for what the business you're in. You should really make some. No, I'm not gonna make socks, bro. No, I'm not gonna,
Me as
bro.
fuck.
And like every single time I make socks, and bitches sell out. And I'm like, if this motherfucker just made some socks, and if you fucking knew the business he was in, it would just fucking blow your guys' minds. Like, how the fuck is he not making socks, bro? But it's like, you know what I mean? It's like that's the ideas you give to people, and they're just like, nah.
They just kind of push them off. Yeah,
Yeah, bro. Like kind of brush them to the side, you know, and then leave money on the table, you know.
yeah.
But then
Well,
that's when you have to come in and you gotta
take
take all
that
the chips,
money.
my boy.
Yeah,
You know, like be like the
I'm
fucking
eating if you're not.
yeah, bro.
I'm still
Fuck you.
hungry.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like y'all don't take my shit. I'm gonna use like, bro. You don't know how many people I gave ideas to, and they're like, no. I'm like, all right, for sure,
I'm
bro.
gonna make this shit.
I'll make it then. You
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah, and that kind of goes into one of our topics. Well, the way I broke the topic down, it kind of goes into it. So, I mean, Crink just dropped a collaboration with Neckface, Nasty
shout out them.
Neckface.
This is the fucking
Yeah,
mop right here.
it's cool
Orange.
looking, you know.
It's orange. It comes with like a wrapping paper kind of. That's also like a poster. You can use it as a mini poster.
Nice.
And then that's $20 for the mop and the wrapping paper.
And then
And
total
then
is like 30
it's
something.
34 after shipping. And then if you want to buy the mop, and the keychain like set, like
Yeah.
he made like a keychain that is like his character with the mouth as the bottle opener.
Oh, nice.
So if you want to buy that set, it's $30. So it's $10 for the keychain. But then shipping is also $14. So it's $44 if you want to buy the set.
Yeah, so I mean that's crazy. But the way I was gonna break it down, well, first off, that is crazy in expense, just like the
For one
mop
mop.
in general, and then shipping is insane. But if you look at it, breaking it down, the 34, the shipping cost is probably the extra 10, so the 30, and then 10 and 10 to split it between, so that's a total of 30.
Mm-hmm.
Then the extra 4 fucking save for supplies. Like literally they're just trying to cover the two artists or the two brands at least, Crink and fucking Nasty Neckface. And then
How much
fucking
are Crink markers?
I don't know.
I'll go look. Keep
They're
talking.
honestly probably still taxing on
Yeah,
them.
keep talking.
But bet I like it when you talk to me like that. But so the way I'm looking at it is, does it make sense? I mean, as a consumer, I wouldn't pay $34 in total for just that. You can go to our local, spray paint shop, Uprock, and get fucking $10 to $15 mops, ten to
They're
$15
$18
markers,
or normal markers. So
still taxed.
yeah, they're literally you're paying $2 more for a neck face one.
And then plus shipping, $10 more
Yeah,
on shipping
but
is
I
still.
mean, I thought they were taxing, but that's literally just their price of their marker.
Yeah, and so I
Damn.
mean, it's crazy. You can go to your local, spray paint shop. Shit, Uprock's got fucking cans for I think no more than 10, $12 cans. Like nothing good paint cans too for a good price. You can go to your fucking
They have like the
Hoodlum.
Acme ones for cheaper, no, like $7 or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. You can go to the
I
Hoodlum
think
website.
anytime I've ever bought cans from Uprock, I've spent
Try to
like
fucking
sorry,
advertise your
my bad.
website. No, I'm just gonna go.
Oh, I've bought like 4 cans and I haven't spent more than like $20. Like,
Yeah,
but I buy like cheaper ones, you know.
and it's still a good ass
Yeah,
paint.
you don't need that. It's always great paint. You don't need nothing crazy. Like you can when you paint the wall, you can't see the color underneath. Even if there was another like piece underneath, because like Uprock has the free walls and stuff,
Yeah.
it still paints over like whatever piece was underneath.
Perfectly. Yeah. And then yeah, you can go to Hoodlum and get the fucking moss for $10. Shipping?
Shipping is like $5, but I mean,
$15 total. I mean
buy
that's
something else and you'll
yeah.
know.
It makes sense. Yeah. So I think that's another thing, but
Or use
they're
code Woodlum and you'll get shipping for free.
pretty much.
Yeah.
But breaking it down, profit wise, doesn't make sense to do this collaboration. For Crink, I don't think so. For Neckface, I still don't think so. I think it's a cool artist collab where they're like, this is gonna help you. This might help us to, the underground street scene a little bit more. And then since you're a little bit more on social media, it also might help. But is it realistically, does it benefit both of them? I don't think so.
So Neckface is sponsored by Crink, so I think that like
Oh, so it's probably free of
yeah,
cause.
I think
That's
like
probably in the
well the thing
contract.
is too, bro, that like if you think about it, like Well, that's what I'm saying. When you know how to make all this shit, it's like, bro, all they did was print stickers,
Yeah,
like neck face stickers, and put them on their already existing bottles.
yeah, they already
And
have
I'm pretty
1,000.
sure they are just mixed a little bit of red with a little bit of white, my boy, and was like, orange. There we go. Like, it just like it's easy to make, right? It's like
Yeah,
the collab is easy. All they had to buy was stickers and mix the paint. That's all they had to do,
and
and
that's
fill the bottles.
and that's for a smaller person because pretty sure they have the
And I'm
printer
pretty sure they already have the
labels, they have
orange
the
too.
paint
I'm pretty sure, yeah,
makers.
like I'm pretty sure they just said, "Hey, give us this orange. That's like the neck face orange, and let's get these stickers printed." And we already have the bottles.
Yeah,
And there we go.
yeah,
So, I mean, it just it's cool. I mean, they're making money. I don't know. Cool idea. It was Halloween drop. Neck face is like a big Halloween person.
yeah.
I don't know. Like you said, I don't think it makes sense, but like I mean, shit, if they made money, they made money, my boy. I'm just hating because I can't sell my moms for 20. That's what I'm fucking hating.
I don't think it's hating though. I think it's realistic. I think especially in a world where I constantly keep hearing nobody has money, which is bullshit for one. Like yeah, people are struggling. There's like a lot in the economy going on. But I mean, you're able to sell out. I think these brands aren't just marketing well enough or doing enough to add value. I think I've been so stuck on adding value like this last 2 months. I think that's literally been the most important part because no one's gonna want your shit if they don't see value to it. And so I think, shit, the $30 mop, if we could see the numbers of how many they sold, those are the people that were like, oh, I look up to Nasty Neck Face and I love Crink. Like, fuck it, why not? But it's also like in the investment wise, as a smaller brand, like you said, you can't sell it at 20. You can't even get it to 30 with shipping. People are gonna remove it from cart. Like it doesn't make sense. But at $10 investment wise, you're making fucking hypothetical number $6, say per mop, because $4, say you spent total $20 on all the paint, fucking $100 on, I'm not even doing the math right, but like on all the bottles, and so that's 120 already. And then the stickers another 100 if anything, just to make enough. Probably too much, but that's 220. So if you're selling them at 10, you know how many do you have to fucking sell to fucking even break even? So that's why,
22,
huh?
22.
There you go. But it's also like that's easier. It's easier to sell 22 mops at $10 than it would be to sell 22 mops at $30. Like it just makes no sense. You're not even gonna make it close to breaking even because the other thing about like neck face and cream compared to like your brand or any of my brand, we're not directed to graffiti artists. We're not directed to that community. And so cream
You
and
think
neck,
graffiti artists are gonna spend $34 on one marker?
that is the other thing too. Like that's what I don't understand how these paint brands are in
Business?
business when they're taxing
How the fuck is
online
Crink in business?
because it's cheaper to go get it in
It's,
stores,
it's still $18 at Uprock.
isn't it?
Yeah, a marker.
That means Uprock's barely making sense on their shit. But that's what I'm saying. The people that are keeping the business alive is all the shops that are fucking at least buying every month a resupply of
Whatever.
fucking.
But Uprock's not gonna buy them if no one's buying from Uprock. That's what I'm saying. Who's buying these mobs? $18 mobs, and why? Like, is the paint that good? Like, holy fuck, dude. Like,
That's the other thing, bro. Paint is
but
fucking
okay, but
paint.
then again, like, that's like the people that are like, who's buying these $1,000 shoes? Like, they do the same things my Walmart shoes do. So
Yeah,
I guess it makes sense.
I
And
guess yeah.
when I think about it like that, like, I'm over here. If I
This
spend
is
600 on the shoes I'm
Walmart.
wearing, like that shit fucking is not worth it.
But it's the value. That's what I'm saying. The value add to it. That's where I'm like the people that are buying this collaboration are either diehard neck face fans and love Crink, and that's where like you bought what shoes are you wearing that I can say that you're a diehard. I don't even know which ones those are.
Chicago Dunks.
Yeah, Lowe's, whatever. Those I don't need. You have
They're not
you
even
would
worth 600 now.
you wouldn't even have any value
And
towards them
20
because you
and
don't care
20
about Chicago.
literally in 2020, bro, I like bought these
How much are they worth now? Like 200.
like 140 gang. Like I fucking yeah, I bought these when they were like unreleased. Like that's cool. I don't care.
No,
Like
yeah.
hindsight is always 2020. That's something I've been saying a lot nowadays. Do you understand that?
I don't know.
Hindsight is always like they
It
say
just
I
makes
got
sense in the
2020
moment.
vision.
Yeah,
So hindsight is like when you look back at something. Like in hindsight, I would have done
it
this
made
differently.
sense. Yeah.
It just like no, like hindsight is always 2020 because like whenever you look back at something, you're always gonna be able to see what you did wrong or whatever. Like, you're always gonna have the perfect clear mind, clear vision,
Oh, looking back.
looking back. But
Yeah.
in that moment, like you're always
You
like,
don't know.
I don't even know what to do. So yeah, that's like something I've been living by nowadays. A lot of people was like, I wish I could go back and do that. And it's like, bro, hindsight is always 2020, bro. Like you always are gonna wish to go back and do something different, but you can't. You know, like you fucking don't fucking dwell on that shit, gang. Like that shit, it's not good for you.
Yeah, that is true though. Don't dwell on that shit. But yeah, I mean, in
Chop it up to the
total,
game, you
huh?
know. Just chop it up
Chop
to
it
the
up to
game.
the game. Yeah,
Yeah.
Tate was so confused. I was so confused. That shit's funny. If you haven't gone watch the vlog, go watch the vlog.
Go motherfucking subscribe, motherfuckers.
The other thing, though, I think the only way that this kind of makes sense is because you can only get the Nasty Neck Face fucking collaboration on their website. So that's the only way that it really works in the market, because you won't be able to get it in stores. You won't be able to get it at a spray paint shop unless someone bought a bunch and they're reselling them. Like
They
that's
dropped on Halloween. Like it's cool, you know. It's
it's
cool.
limited, yeah, but for an orange with a custom sticker
Yeah.
that you can get made, like,
It's cool. Like if you love Neckface support, he's cool as dude. When we met him, nice ass
well, you
dude.
met him.
Super cool, you
So
know.
such a cool dude.
Fuck with him.
Nice
If you guys
guy.
fuck with Netflix, go support. I'm not.
Go follow him. He's
I'm,
dope guy.
I'm not gonna spend $30 on one mob. I have
Yeah.
a lot over there. I
He's
could
got
just use.
about 80 over here.
Yeah.
Go
So
buy mops on the Hoodlum
go
website.
hoodlum.com. You don't want to
Hoodlum.com.
spend 30 on a mob? I have orange ones. Yo, go on the
15.
website
You
right
got
now.
orange, red, purple, and
Blue and fucking silver
for all your
and
gangs.
fucking black. I got everything.
Yeah.
So speaking of gangs, Jeffrey is motherfucking free, man. Let's go. I've been saying this shit for 50 fucking 1 episodes. Free Jeffrey, dog. Free Jeffrey. He is free, bro. Holy shit. I can finally
that's
stop
what I
watching
put
this
right
trial. It was
Yeah.
150 days of watching this trial. So all you fake motherfuckers, bro, that are like, oh my God, Jeffrey is free now. You did not watch the trial, gang. You did not watch not one goddamn day of this trial, bro. So you can't even fucking post, bro.
Well,
Deso Dub, I swear to God, Deso Dub, if you don't watch the trial, there's no way you can post, bro, as much as you're posting.
I just want to say the people that follow Jeffrey are not watching court.
I didn't even follow him until today.
But like people
Does that show you anything? I didn't follow the man until today, bro, but I still watched every single day of that trial.
Like the diehard fans, like that his following is never, like, they're not gonna watch the news. That's like this is the people that are like, fuck the police, fuck. I'm trying to play this very safe.
But still,
yeah,
you know?
but I mean, you gotta realize, like, they only care when you get locked up and when you're free.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't give a fuck.
Like you, what was that one guy that you're like, yeah, free him now, or what? And I was like, or what were you saying? You're like, I didn't even like his music that much, but now that he's in jail, yeah, free him. Oh, Lil Durk.
No, Lil Durk. I did.
Yeah.
I liked his old music. I didn't like his new music.
Yeah, I was like, you fucking hypocrite.
You hypocrite. But it's because, like, he used to be a thug, and then he went to Mr. Nice Guy, and then he got locked up. So
the only thug that matters is Young Thug right now. Yeah. All right.
So, no, but you know, shout out Young Thug. He got freed. He got a few. I mean, so he went on a plea deal, which is kind of crazy. It means he might have dry snitched on a few people.
No. He didn't have to fucking agree on anything. He just had to plead guilty for you know, whatever
take
he
all the
pleaded
charges,
guilty on. Yeah.
Pay fines. They just wanted his money, not his life.
But this is what I gotta talk about though. So the DA, the district attorney, so fucking the people that were trying to incarcerate Young Thug, for the people that don't know, okay?
Yes, sir.
They were given, or the reason that this even happened in the first place, why all this broke down, is because the DA had a person on the stand, and they agreed with Young Thug's lawyer that they were gonna talk about a certain name, like they were gonna like blur out a name on the paper, and they blurred it out on the screen, but they didn't blur it out on the paper that they gave the guy to read. So they were telling the guy to read this, and then he said, "Oh, and then this guy got convicted for murder." And then instantly they got up and like, "What the fuck? We told you guys not to say that." And then they told the judge, like, "Hey, we're filing for a mistrial here. Like, they were not supposed to say that, and they did. Like, what the fuck, you know?" And then the judge just snapped, bro, and was like, "Yo, you guys just stick to the state. Like, you guys, which are people trying to incarcerate Young Thug, you guys are fucking unprepared. You guys are like fucking sloppy, this and that, you know, like it shouldn't be up to me to be helping you guys during this case. Like, you guys, like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you know, blah blah blah, this and that. And then the judge like told him, so you guys are filing for a mistrial, I think under prejudice, which under prejudice means that none of those people can go back to court. Like, they can't get retried again, you know? And they said, yeah. And she said, well, I'm not gonna say yes to that mistrial. But if you file a mistrial, that's not. She didn't say this, but basically she was saying like if it's under prejudice, then no. But if you do it, that's not under prejudice, then maybe we'll see what we can do. So then they filed a mistrial not under prejudice, and then that's when everybody started taking plea deals left and right, bro. Everybody. The only two people, because everybody thinks the case is done, it's not done. There's two people left. I think it's Devonte Huey, and then there was another guy. But there's two people, and those are the people that actually committed the murders. They're actually like have like facts towards them, like you guys actually did commit the murders and stuff. So those are the two people still on trial right now. Everybody else though is like basically out, which was like
Nice.
fucking 50 something members of YSL. You remember at first?
Yeah.
Now just two. So Young Thug is out on 15-year probation and 20-year backlog. So basically, if he does anything to violate his probation, he's gonna get 20 years in prison. So
Goddamn.
he can go 14 years, but violate his probation on
Yeah,
the
and then still
14
have to
year,
do
and then
20.
still have to do 20 years. So 15-year probation is not free. He can't go back to the Metro Atlanta area, which the judge said that changes per year. So keep an eye on that shit. He can't promote any gangs. He can't rap about gangs. He can't throw up gang signs. He can't claim YSL. He can't do none of that anymore.
He's got to
He can't
do
hang out around. He has to do 100 hours of community service. I
three
think a
presentations a
month.
year.
I think it's 4
Oh,
presentations a
against
year.
gang
Yeah,
violence
and
and
all the money he
affiliation.
makes from it, he is recommended to donate it
Donate.
back.
Nice.
Yeah, he's has to donate a certain amount. I think $250,000, and then like other stuff too. He's only allowed in Atlanta if a family member has passed away, like a very close family member,
Yeah, like a
if
direct.
someone is getting married, or if someone had just graduated, and he's only able to get there 24 hours before, and 48 hours after he has to be gone. So he's only going to be able to be in Atlanta for 3 to 4 days maximum. um,
I mean, the way I look at this, I told you over text message, it was definitely a slap on the wrist. Yeah, there was a what, $250,000 fine or some shit like that.
Yeah, well, this is the reason why this was a smack on the wrist, because like the state like showed their hand. Like when you're fucking playing poker or whatever, you
Yeah,
gotta have that poker face. The state did not do that, bro. What happened was the state early in the day when they're negotiating with the lawyers, they told them we'll drop all these charges, the RICO charge, all these charges, and we'll only like give him 15 years probation if he testifies and this and that, and like that's when he snitches, right?
yeah,
But his lawyer was like, no, fuck no, we're not doing that. Like, we're taking this shit we're not even taking a plea deal. We're taking this shit all the way. The only reason they took a plea deal is because Young Thug wanted to. Young Thug could not anymore like stay in jail. He's like, I can't do this shit anymore. Like, even if it's 3 months, fuck that. Like, I want to go home to my family and shit.
yeah,
So he's the one that was like, I'll fucking say yes to whatever the fuck at this
yeah.
point. I just want to get out of here. So his lawyer was like, bro, if it was up to me, like we'd still be like in court fighting. Like he's like, I like coming to court and doing this,
Well, yeah, he gets
but
paid for
yeah, we like
that.
Thug doesn't though. So like I understand like it's up to him at the end of the day. So his lawyers are not okay with the plea deal that they took. Like they are okay with it, but they're not like happy that they did it.
Yeah, it
It
was a
was
plan
more like
A.
Thug's fucking like, all right, let's do it. And yeah, basically the state was telling him like, we'll let you out on all this, blah blah blah. If you just testify. His lawyers were like, fuck no, we're not doing that. Then they kept agreeing, blah blah blah. And then once they came to like, they couldn't come to an agreement. So basically, that's when Thug's lawyers were like, you know what, we can't come to an agreement. We're gonna just fucking put our faith in this judge. We're gonna see if this judge is gonna do the right thing. And that's like, bro, that's like fucking that's the biggest bro. These three guys, Thug, fucking Brian Steele, and I forgot the other guy's fucking name, the other lawyer. They have balls the size of fucking basketball, bro. Like these motherfuckers, like really went in there and was like, let's see what the judge says.
Yeah,
And the state told that to the judge, like we couldn't get to a negotiation, so this is what we were gonna give him, and then this is what we are gonna give him now because he didn't want to agree to our terms.
yeah,
And then the state or the judge was basically like, "What the fuck? Like clearly he's not like a criminal and as scary and as you guys are saying he is. Because if you guys were just gonna let him scot free if he testifies, but now you're not just because he doesn't want to agree with your guys' like like rules, like that's not cool." So
damn, that is
basically, like
crazy.
she gave him the 20 years that the state wanted him to have, but backlog. You
Yeah,
know, and then she said she took some of the agreements from both people and kind of mixed it in. But yeah, she let him out and shit. She basically told him like, bro, you are a big like role model to these kids, not just in Atlanta, all over the world. So please like know that, and please know that like you got to do better.
yeah.
Like So yeah, King Slime is free. Shout out Thugger. Come on the
Come on
podcast,
the
Thug.
podcast.
Yes, sir.
Not with the fucking Distal Dub. Fuck Distal
No,
Dub.
fuck, that's still dope.
No, but the reason I think it's a slap on the wrist really is because like he's got money, so a $250,000 fine is probably light work.
I
And
mean,
then you
he's
gotta
got money,
realize,
but
yeah, all he has to do is kick it at home. But when you have money, you just gotta kick it at home, and he doesn't have to make music, like
Merzik.
Mersey. Like if he doesn't want to rap, like he doesn't have to rap at all. You know, like he's got constant money coming in from his music already, and it's also like all his music's gonna blow up now that he's free. Everything that he already had, especially because he can't rap about that shit, is gonna go up now. And yeah, he if he has a nice house, he's got everything he wants. All he has to do is just live on the lot type shit. Like
Yeah.
so, I think it is a nice slap on the wrist as long as he doesn't fuck up. Hopefully, he lasts long, but maybe he's gonna go back. Once a drug addict, always a drug addict. Some may
Yeah,
say.
they were gonna do drug tests and stuff as well, and they were just saying like he can just get like a weed, like
Yeah,
like a medical marijuana card, and he'll be fine. We'll see. How long do you think he lasts? Let's put our bids right here, right now.
I don't know, a year or two.
I give it no more than 5 years.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think anything less than 5 years is very feasible. I really fuck with Thug. I was not a fan until the Punk album. I'm not gonna lie to you,
nice.
but that album was really good. When he did the Tiny Music Desk,
Yeah,
did
that
you
was
see that one?
fire. Yeah,
That's what made me a fan of Thug. I
Doug's
really
a
fuck
real
with him.
musician. I fuck with his shit.
He kills it, and like I always thought he was like I could never tell Future and Thug apart. Like that was always my joke. Like,
They
is this
confuse them.
Future? Like it kind of sounds the same, but like I fuck with Thug, yo. Like I'm glad that he's home. I'm glad his kids can see him, and the holidays are coming up. Perfect time to come home, my boy.
For sure.
So
Yeah.
I saw the memes though of like Mariah the scientist
gonna
right
get
now, and it's like
pregnant?
fucking like her like packing her bag, and it's like
I heard that
yeah.
she's gonna get pregnant. He's gonna be so horny that he's just gonna go and bust in
Easily. Do you see the post that he posted on his Instagram?
there.
He has one post and it's like her like modeling for Spider and she's wearing like a bikini and she's like, "Can someone send the hard copy of this to me real quick? Like I'm trying to do something." And then he commented, he's like, to keep it professional, I really like this coat, and she's like wearing like you can't even like tell the coat, like. So we got a couple other things. Like right now, I have like a. Oh, let's get back to we'll talk later.
No, this can be a topic.
Oh really?
How many pants do you need?
I don't know. Right now, I have like a black cargo. I have like a tan cargo, like the hoodlum ones, the two hoodlum ones. I have a pair of light wash denim. I have a pair of the Dickies pants. I have another like pair of black jeans. I have the Nimbus shorts. I have like those fucking corduroy shorts, and then I have like a couple of hoodlum sweats and stuff. Like you know what I mean? Like those count as pants too. I guess sometimes I mix and match them. So
Well, I mean, like, I would just say like pants in general, like specifically
pants, I only have 5. I only have like 5
I
pants.
feel like that's I can't.
I think
well,
it's
I have,
good,
like,
but then like and then I have like a pair of like corduroy pants, like brown corduroy, but I really don't wear them much because they're not like baggy enough.
Yeah.
Like so. I mean, I just don't really wear them enough. And
Not
then
really
I have a
fun.
pair of like navy blue pants that I also don't really wear enough, just because like they're kind of not baggy enough too. But
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. You just kind of need like every color. So like with chinos, yeah, like cream. What the fuck? Khaki, blue, and then gray or black.
a good gray too. Like
Yeah.
gray pants is good.
Yeah, and then denim, blue and black, and maybe a light blue. I mean, that's 6,
7.
six,
Like one for
7,
every day of the week type shit.
type shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
because pants you can reuse. You don't wash pants after one use.
That's
Like,
true.
you reuse them.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah, that's very true. Very true.
but onto the real topics.
So Supreme and North Face have stopped their collab. Their last collab was fucking whack. Was like that, like it looked like very satanic looking collab.
I don't know.
We'll just pop it up. Very bad collab. That was their last collab. So if anyone has Supreme North Face, that's just probably gonna go up in the future because I'm not making it anymore. I think it's because they sold Supreme.
I was gonna say
and-
the companies.
I
yeah.
think that's probably what happened. But I'm
Conflict
not
of
sure. I don't know
interest.
what happened. Lil Uzi Vert just dropped Eternal. It Take Two today. Not that good. That shit was ass. I think this something I wanted to talk about was like a good rollout compared to a bad rollout.
Okay.
Tyler dropped Chromacopia last video. We talked about it, and it was or 2 videos ago, and it was alright. Or we didn't like know what was happening. Chromacopia drops. This shit is fire. I like it. The album rollout was good from Tyler saying this is dropping in 1 week to dropping like a one fucking single and then dropping a couple little snippets of the songs.
Can I
and,
stop you there real quick?
Yeah.
Before we continue, that's the issue with Lil Uzi Vert though, and Playboy Cardi.
Lil Uzi had the rollout with the UFO in New York. People were like taking videos of UFO in New York, and then it was like I guess Eternal It Take Two.
But like the thing about them is about like Lil Uzi Vert and Playboy Cardi, they're not dependable. they'll say they're gonna drop an album this
That's
date,
true.
but then they'll push it back,
Yeah.
and then they're like, oh, we're never gonna get this album. Fucking a year later, you finally get the album, and then like this, it's complete fucking dookie. So
Yeah.
I think yeah, with Tyler, the cool thing was his timing. Like no one expected an album, and then he had an album,
Hmm.
which was even better. Now the hype is bigger, and then he was like, I'm dropping it this day.
He dropped it on a Monday instead of a Friday.
Yeah, and then with the little snippets, like yeah, the rollout is perfect, and people are like,
He did a listening party the night right
mm,
before the Sunday night that the album was gonna drop in
oh yeah, in
LA
LA,
at the Novo, or they call it something else now, but
yeah,
he did a listening party there, and then he had the trucks driving around. People didn't know what the trucks meant or anything. They were just a chromacopia truck stopping in different places, like
yeah,
serving food and stuff. He had the album bundles, and the album bundles shipped immediately because I
yeah,
ordered one, and the same day I bought it, like an hour later, it shipped.
same day.
So like like,
And that's the other thing, like
and good album, like good merch, like good everything.
everything
You
was
know,
fire. And the other thing is though, like that's another good like a pro about this. Like Tyler instant same day shipping type shit. Where fuck with Playboy Cardi, they're pre-selling already the merch,
for 2025 type
and
shit.
then even when you order it, when the album drops, you still aren't gonna get it for 6 months after,
Yeah.
which is fucking bonkers. That's insane. Like you're not gonna want that. So that's another good thing. Sorry to cut you
Yeah, I
off.
think like he just had the perfect rollout from getting the merch out to like getting people hyped up, changing his drop from a Monday drop or from a Friday drop to a Monday drop, and then the
Yep.
stats behind that were crazy.
Yeah, most
Um,
streams.
oh, you got it. Fire.
Comparing to like Taylor Swift, he had the most streams for an album. Highest. Fuck, I suck at spelling. Where's the mark? It was one of 6 rapper albums to have over 100 million listens or plays. Fuck.
I think they were
It was number one
saying
on Apple
it's
Music.
projected to sell like 250 to 300K copies or some shit like that.
Yeah, highest projecting on the Monday. I think was one of the things. So I mean, he killed it overall. Like I said, I think the hype behind it is more like
Do you think it's Tyler, or do you think it's how he did it, or do you think it's a mixture of everything?
it's a mixture of everything. Obviously, Tyler has fucking die-hard Tyler fans, like die-hard Wolfgang, die-hard fucking Odd Future, die-hard
Mm-hmm.
fucking. I think his fans are very die-hard, which is amazing. But then also other people that I was thinking about this on the train right here that are curious. Tyler will do fucking. He'll have rappers. What's the word? Fucking. He'll have rappers come rap with like on a song. What is that called?
A feature.
A feature. Yeah, he'll have a feature like on the last one. He had one with NBA YoungBoy. People that listen to NBA YoungBoy do not listen to Tyler the Creator, but that mashup, and it wasn't an NBA YoungBoy type of song. NBA YoungBoy went to the flow of Tyler the Creator, so that is like, oh shit, that's kind of hard. The thing about that I like about Tyler, while I was thinking on the way here is Tyler. The reason this is amazing, these facts, is because Tyler is only to a certain community. The street rap community is not listening to him. People that listen to Lil Durk and Lil Baby and shit like that are not
People that were
listening
born
to
and
them.
raised are not listening
They're
to
yeah, like type shit like that. And so it's amazing because I think
That's when DJ
everyone
Khaled
tuned
was
in.
like, I make music that you actually listen to, not
Yeah,
that's fucking mysterious and shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so I think that's where everyone like this. That's why these numbers are amazing because, yeah, Tyler's so underground that this is like, oh shit, like he's not gonna be underground with this shit. Like everyone, I think everyone tuned in on this. People that are listening to all the rap dramas, the Kendrick with the Drake shit, like everyone that thinks they're into the music shit, like they all really turned in onto this album. And I think this album had something for everybody. Like from the different, I mean, he had Sexy Red and fucking Glorilla.
Chromacopia!
He had
Chromacopia!
fucking Steve. What's the one guy that you like with the nails in his hair?
Steve Lacy.
He had Steve Lacy on one.
Or no, that's Tizo Touchdown, my
Oh,
bad.
Tizo Touch.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had Tizo Touchdown on one, and that's who I was
He
gonna
had
say at
Tizo
first was Steve Lacy.
Touchdown, Lil Wayne, Glorilla, some girl named like Dulce or something
He
like
had
that.
some Daniel
Yeah.
guy or some shit.
Daniel Caesar.
Yeah,
Fucking Sexy Red. I don't know if I already said her.
Glorilla.
Yeah.
But yeah, like he had
Hella
great
features.
collabs.
He had Baby Keem.
Oh yeah,
He went, oh, and that's it.
yeah.
That's
I
all Baby Keem
mean,
did.
he had great collabs that were honestly, like I said, they reach everywhere. The bitches, that song with Glorilla, what is it called?
It's getting sticky.
Yeah, that song is for the bitches. It's a club song. The dudes can listen to that song. Like I listened to that song like
Schoolboy
4
Q.
times. Oh yeah, he had Schoolboy Q on. I listened to that song 4 times before I realized when I looked at it and I was like, "Sexy Red and Glorilla." Like what? I would never get caught listening to this, but it's fire. So Yeah, the album was amazing. I think it's for everyone. Like it's rated E for everyone for real. Like I think that he went crazy. The rollout was amazing. Yeah, all the advertising, the fucking storage containers and shit. Like very simplistic, but he built a storyline with the YouTube with the first video that dropped. He built like a everyone has to make a conspiracy about this. Like
Literally,
that's what makes it fucking the
yeah.
value, my guy. The fucking value,
He built the value. So yeah, shout out Tyler. We don't suck his dick too much. We have a lot of topics.
bro.
Do you have a lot of topics? Or are you done?
No, I went through mine through
Okay, cool. So we have ASAP Rocky dropped the Puma collection. We can just flip through the photos real quick.
hard as
Really cool
fuck.
thing that like fucking something
Glove
that I saw like
T-shirt.
glove T-shirt, and then he had a girl version of it.
Yeah,
He had the mask, like
that
the
it's
puffy
like puffer
mask,
mask. Yeah,
fucking helmet thing. That was cool. Shout out ASAP Rocky.
killing
Also, the
it.
video of him talking about like quiet fashion, and we just posted up and
Luxury. I got $10,000 for anybody in this room that can name the suit that I got on right now. You can't. You know why you can't? Because this motherfucker just look nice. That's the truth. Why? Why is that? That's because Balenciaga, Dior, Gucci, and Louis made a silhouette this year that all look the same.
Watching
yeah, and then
it.
fucking quiet fashion, but none of that. As you can see, none of that Puma shit was quiet fashion. So I don't know what the fuck he was yapping about.
But it's also I think it's cool though because I think he likes the streetwear stuff, and so he's kind of taking that direction with Puma. And then Puma really hasn't ever had like a name in streetwear,
True, yeah.
you know. So I
Probably some
think
bullshit.
it gives Puma an edge completely because now
Yeah.
people that fuck with ASAP Rocky hard are gonna be like, I'm rocking fucking Puma, like.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think
You're
you
right.
know, because the only people that buy Puma are the people that buy the original like the suede ones and shit like that. So I think
Cholos, huh?
yeah,
Yeah, true. The Wayne brothers, those are the people that made Scary Movie.
they're also
They
comedians.
announced that they're gonna
White
take the
chicks.
franchise back and then fucking make it funny again. So make Scary Movie funny again. This is a picture they posted and fucking zoom into the shoes.
Yeah.
He was wearing the
Ghostface,
motherfucking
or yeah,
Rick
Ghostface.
Owens or
Yeah,
whatever.
he's got Rick
That's
Owens
pretty
on.
cool. Joel Santana's over here charging $1,000 for his wallet chain that is probably made out of fucking stainless steel. His reasoning is if Chrome Hearts can charge 5,000 and they used to charge 1,000 back when he was wearing it, then what makes him not be able to charge 1,000? It
Yep.
makes sense. Good reasoning behind it. I hope that you're providing a $1,000 item. If not, then no one's gonna ever buy it again. You know. But
Yeah.
hey, bro thinks just because it looks good and it's heavy, that's all you need. So
Yeah, and we searched up the prices of silver. Silver is at $36 an ounce. So unless that motherfucker is not heavy as fuck, then
$36 an ounce.
yeah,
Okay, let's see.
I couldn't find the weight.
1,000 divided by 36. That means that pendant has to weigh 27.7 ounces. For that chain has to weigh 27.7 ounces for it to actually own
Be
up
worth
to $1,000 worth of
$1,000.
silver.
Yeah.
Which I'm pretty sure that's not how much it weighs because he has to make money, right?
Yeah.
He's not gonna sell it to you for the cost of silver. So yeah.
And the thing too is a lot of these brands aren't really doing silver or anything like that because the prices would be way up. These are people that are
Only Chrome Hearts is actually using silver.
there. You go.
Yeah.
And silver, but that's
And it's not
with,
even like silver. It's 9.25. Like so, you know, it's like sterling silver type.
and
shit.
that's where it's the edge to jewelry and fashion where these brands are mostly fashion brands and they kind of dip their toes in jewelry and so they're like we want to make this quality enough for the buyers and consumers but we don't really give a shit about jewelry so
Yeah.
who gives a fuck at the end of the day just don't make their necks turn fucking purple and green and,
And
we'll
that's all
call
that
it a
matters.
day like
Yeah, that's true. And then Maxo Cream
oh
doesn't
yeah
call out Ye. If anything,
he
he
just says
says,
thank you
Ye. Yeah, come work with me. You know,
yeah
that's a good way of doing it. He didn't say fuck you. He didn't say nothing. Come work with me, bro. That's good. A lot of times people are like, you know, is that reaching? Is not reaching? I think that one is like that.
that's
You know, you could have got the idea from somewhere else or whatever, but that really is like very like I was telling Gooba, it looks like he just zoomed into the Maxo Cream one and just like painted like
screenshotted it
black right here and then
yeah
called it a day.
Yeah, the thing I like, I've been sending like with fucking Kizo Kicks. I've sent you a few of his videos where he's like that kind of attitude towards it, where it's like thank you, and it's like you know if you are stealing my shit, come work with me, or it's
Mhm.
like if it might be reaching, it might not be, but it does look like something I did. But
Yeah,
hey, like let's
whatever.
work or fuck it, yeah.
Yeah, it's like that guy. He's like, I didn't invent roses, you know. So
Yeah,
it's like,
so I think that's the attitude you have to have towards things. I mean, yeah, these high brands. I mean, it is obvious when these fucking high fashion brands steal from smaller artists, obviously. But at the end of the day, you just gotta fucking flow with the river. There's nothing you can do to stop it. I mean, just be happy. Yeah, that brand took your shit. Thank you. I mean, come buy my shit though, because they can't come up with shit unless I
Yeah.
make it first. You know, like
And then also he brought up I worked with Don C. I feel like that went over a lot of people's heads. Like, why
yeah,
did you just randomly bring up Don C? Don C is a big collaborator with Kanye West and like
yeah.
one of his interns and influ. You know, like so that's why he
It's
said
just the
I've done a
connection.
I've
Yeah.
already done a collab with Don C. So pull up on me. You know, like clearly like your people work with me already. So. But yeah, that was it. That's all we got. Thank you for everyone that pulled up to the Utah Sneaker Convention. That shit was
Yeah.
so lit, yo. Guba couldn't be there the
I
whole time, but
wasn't
he was
there
there for the
a
time
little
he
bit.
was. It was good.
You might have not even seen me.
Yeah, you might have not even seen Guba. But we fucking love you guys. Thank you for watching this
A
episode.
great
Good
episode.
long one for you guys.
Yeah.
So, yes, sir.
Nice and long. How
We're
you
gonna go
like
get some
it?
burgers now, yo. Maybe interview YG.
Yeah.